Mobility Routine 4. First up, full roll down. Stand up straight with your body relaxed. Starting with your head, slowly bend your spine, rolling vertebrae by vertebrae down until you're fully bent over. Then reverse the movement, rolling up starting with the lower back until you're back upright. Perform about 5 of these repetitions. Up next, Scapula Push-ups. Get into a push-up position with your hands shoulder width apart. Keep your hips tucked and your core engaged. Lean into your hands and push your chest towards the floor slightly. As you do, move your shoulder blades together as if trying to get them to touch. Push your shoulder blades apart and down and into the floor, pushing through your arms. Bring the chest back up and round the upper back. You can also perform this movement on your knees to make it easier. You should aim to do about 10 of these repetitions. Next, tabletop back rotations. Get on all fours with your legs and hands roughly shoulder width apart. Bring your right hand to your ear with your elbow pointing out to the side. Lead the movement with your elbow. Slowly twist to the right, bringing your right elbow underneath your torso and pointing through between your opposite arm and leg. Reverse the movement and continue bringing the right arm up behind you as you twist and go as far as you can comfortably. Repeat and then switch sides. You can push your supporting palm into the ground and away from the center line as you perform the reps, and try to think about opening up the chest. You should aim to do about 10 reps on each side. Up next, cat-cows. Get on all fours with your legs and hands roughly shoulder width apart. Inhale and bring your scapula together while bending the back down. Reach your chest to the floor and look up at the sky. Exhale and push your scapula apart and down, bending the back and bringing the head down, and then repeat. You should perform about 10 of these repetitions. Up next, backwards bridge tabletop. Sit on your butt with your legs bent in front of you and your feet on the floor. Put your hands on the floor behind you with your fingertips facing towards your feet. Push through your heels and slowly bring your hips and chest up until your upper body is parallel to the floor. Keep your chest high and your hips extended. Hold for 1 breath and slowly bring your butt to the floor and then repeat. You should aim to perform about 10 of these repetitions. Next up, elephant walks. Stand up straight with your body relaxed. Bend over and bring your hands to the floor if you can, or cross your arms in front of you. Push the hips back slightly and straighten the back. Bend one leg and extend the other, pushing the heel of the extended leg into the floor to feel a stretch in the hamstring. Switch your feet, bending one and straightening the other, and then repeat. You should perform about 20 repetitions of this total. Next, Cossack squats. Take a wide stance about 1.5 shoulder widths apart. Sit your weight down into one of your legs, sitting into your heel. As you go down, make sure your core is engaged and your chest remains high and is pointing forward. Make sure you try to keep your knees from collapsing inwards. The leg that is not bending can either stay with the foot on the floor, or it can rotate up onto the heel for comfort. Stand back up by pushing through the bent leg and returning back to the wide stance position. Then repeat the rep on the other side. Alternatively, don't come up after the first squat down, maintain a low body position, and glide across to the other side to switch the legs that are bent. You should perform about 10 reps on each side. Next up, kneeling lean backs or Nordic pulses. Stand on your knees with the top of your feet on the floor. Extend your hips fully and slowly lean back. Go down a few inches and then come back up by pushing the top of the feet into the floor and contracting the quads. The goal is not to go down very low in this case, only to pulse up and down. Go slower as you reach the lengthened position. If you want, you can also just lean back into a stretch and support yourself on your arms. You should try to do about 15 of these repetitions. Lastly, wrists, knuckles. Kneel on the floor and put your fists on the ground in front of you with the thumbs facing forward. Roll your wrists down side to side so that the palm touches the floor and then back to the center, and then so that the back of your hand touches the floor. Afterwards, you can roll your hands forward and backwards, pointing the thumb to the floor or bringing the blade of your hand to the floor. You should do about 10 reps of each of these variations.